Welcome to the channel. This channel is for education and culture based on historical and scientific evidence. Since I shared this YouTube a few days ago on the truth of Wing Chun, uh, many of our Wing Chun friends is asking me on breathing, Wing Chun breathing. So today I like to share again on Wing Chun breathing. Focus on Wing Chun breathing. So that you'll be able to know the basic of what is going on. Now, with all this friend asking me of Wing Chun breathing, there's a serious problem there, an extremely serious problem, because most of the friends who ask me on the breathing actually do not understand what I'm presenting in my video. For example, here in the YouTube, I talk about breathing. And then here suddenly you see there's a friend saying that, so where do we get authentic 101 basic training in wind, breath training? Well, over here, what I share is, like in this book, Decoding Wing Chun, this is, where is your breathing? And so somehow people do not comprehend what I'm presenting and jump right away into one asking me on wind breathing, wind breath, okay, wind breath, which is not what I mean here. And then when I reply to say that, don't go off topic, ask me what is in the particular video, then the reply is this. I was on topic of your YouTube channel. All your videos are slagging. This is a serious problem, really serious problem. I have about a few thousand YouTube here, and there are so many uh, YouTube on different topics, even in breathing. So in this YouTube, people need to ask me what I present here, not something which is outside this YouTube, because how can I know what you're asking? Like this person asking me wind breath. How can I know what he think by wind breath training? And then here again, argue. So this is often happen where people don't go specific. Now, can I blame people this way? No, I cannot blame. Why? Because people are not trained properly in Wing Chun. That's why in the same YouTube, I say here at the beginning on Chinese culture, the Chinese culture, the Wing Chun culture is an education. One must be really detailed and careful in what one study. Namely, Xiu Lim Tao 1850, meaning the essence of details training, or the words or the slogan Tim Tim Cheng, where everybody say it, meaning every point is clear. It's all about details. Now, but people really, they don't hear it. They don't hear it. So are they asking me on what is specific in this YouTube? No, that's why they go like this, asking about wind breath training. And then when tell them, hey, you better ask me what is here, then you get into this, all this argument. Well, again, we cannot blame people this way. Why? Because again, as what I present in this YouTube, for past 100 years, Wing Chun or other martial art is actually promoted by the cultural businessmen. Okay? And what did the cultural businessmen sell? Fast food. Fast food. So today's Wing Chun or the 1870 base Wing Chun is like fast food, while the Wing Chun 1850 is like fine Mediterranean food. So that's why all those friends is when I'm talking fast food, they're keeping thinking. When they're talking about fine food, they are thinking fast food. So how is it supposed to learn anything? If I talk about fine Mediterranean food and you're thinking fast food all the time. So an example of this cultural businessman or snake oil seller fast food is like this. Example. If you go to ChatGPT, you ask the ChatGPT, what is Wing Chun breathing? You said in Wing Chun, breathing is an essential component helping practitioner to be relaxed, focused, to generate power, and you get all those things. But it's just all kind of talking with no contents. Same thing, the Wing Chun concept, you can have all whatever, you have no context. Because all of this stuff is fast food. It doesn't mean for you to digest like a fine food, fine food like in the fine restaurant, you're eating a fine food, you're sitting down there, you taste everything, and you know the nutrient. Fast food is just eat whatever because Bruce Lee eat it, so that I'm eating the same thing too. Okay. And then the same thing, like when you do your sets, this is fast food because Bruce Lee do it, so I do it too. And that's why at the end, everybody thinking like this, asking me these questions. So where do we get authentic 101 basic training in wind, breathe, whatever? Is this suddenly out from their own mind? The fast food mind, they're asking questions which is not applicable in what is in the fine food. Even though people show you fine food, you don't know. You just all fast food thing. Now, you might question me, say, hey, Hendrik, are you serious? Well, let me share with you. All legit martial arts, be it Wing Chun, or be it Japanese karate or Brazilian jiu-jitsu, all of them are fine food. They are not fast food. So if you're thinking that because Bruce Lee do it, I do it too, and then uh, this how to say that? Give me, give me, give me, fast, fast, fast. Give me, give me, give me. You're not going to learn anything. Okay. Now I'm not here blame on anybody. I just tell you that it is a serious disaster. Now I want to make an example for you on fine food. Okay, analogy. You look at Kyokushin, Kyokushinkai. The breathing, is it Nogari or is Ibuki? It is clear. It doesn't matter. It's in Japan, is in anywhere in the world, for what type of race, what type of nationality. Nogari is Nogari. Nogari Ibuki is Nogari Ibuki. Okay. Nogari Ibuki is Nogari Ibuki. This is Canada, somewhere in different country. This is what fine food is about. People know exactly, hey, is it olive oil? Is it salmon? Or you just say, oh, Bruce Lee eat this burger. I just put it in my mouth. I mean, what the heck are you eating? You don't know. And then you go to ask this people in the fine food, you say, hey, I want this thing which I buy it, blah, blah, blah. I mean, how can you do that? And the same thing is that this, like the Kyokushin, they have their dojo-kun, where every details people take care of it. So it doesn't matter, okay? If you go to Kyokushin anywhere in the world, you ask them about Nogari, Ibuki, as soon as they legitimate, not this fake Kyokushin school, everybody will tell you the same. And the same dojo-kun, and they practice, they behave the same. Their mind is focusedly in details. There is the fine food. There's the fine food. That's how Wing Chun 1850 is. So if you have their mindset of the Wing Chun 1870 base, today's Wing Chun is all fast food because Bruce Lee do it, so I do it. Because this grandmaster do it, so I do it. Because the movie doing that way, I doing that way. And then you're asking questions on movie to the people who really living in the martial art world. So let me ask you, well, what is this? What breeding is this? What training is this? Okay. So as what I said, in Kyokushin, you ask people, is it Ibuki or is it Nogari? Is breeding? People know. You go ask people like this, what is breeding? Don't know. Huh? Breeding, what is breeding? And then when you heard about me talking about different type of breeding, then you suddenly jump and say, hey, wind breath. Do you know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about wind breathing? Of course not. When you jump into me and asking me wind breath. Now, am I blaming? I'm not blaming. I just tell you that you need to knock off your fast food mentality or else you never see anything. Disregard of what the thing in front of your face or your eyes. So Kyokushin is like that. So everybody know if it is Ibuki, it's like that. It's not my grandmaster say this way, my lineage say this way. But you don't even know what it is. You look at even like our respectable Rickson Gracio. It tell you develop your breathing period. Do you think that if you go to study with Rickson Gracia, it will be like eating fast food? It's like eating fast food. Or you better put your mind and your practice and your sweat with in his in Rickson Gracia's school for months and months. It's like you're dying in the fast food in the fine food restaurant. You have to taste everything. You have to know everything. Not like eating fast food. Same thing. For the proper Honga, look at what they are doing. Look at their breathing in the teaching queen. Look at the muscular activations. Look at how the exhale with their mouth and everything. What is this? What is this? What is this? And what is this concept? That's why I say it is like saying a lot but saying nothing. Why? Because it's a fast food. It is sold by the cultural salesman. So that's what your Wing Chun is today. Okay? So if you want to learn Wing Chun breathing, you be able to really want to do Wing Chun breathing, you better quit the Wing Chun fast food mentality, because the real martial art is never fast food. It doesn't matter if it is in Kyokushin or in Rickson's Gracia School or in Honga proper, you are expected to follow this. In education, one must be really detailed and careful in what one study. It's not like watching my YouTube, like watching movie, Wing Chun movie, and then asking question which is out of the blue. And then when people ask you, you say, well, I this in your channel too. That's why I actually block people away when they do not aware of what when I try to help them. Because it's useless. It cannot be helped. How can anybody have a fast food mentality, not learn anything or know anything about defined food anyway? That's why the Wing Chun, forget about it. You cannot compete with Kyokushin, BJJ, and Honga. You can. You don't have that fine dining, fine food experience and education. You don't know what is going on. Okay? So I whine until now is because the mentality of learning, going to all the details and be really careful, be very specific is important, or else you're not going to learn anything until you can drop that. You will not be able to learn anything. So you cannot have the fast food because of Bruce Lee eat the burger, I eat burger too. And then give me. I want French fries, give me French fries. I want ice cream, give me ice cream. Does it carry those things in the fine food restaurant? People don't even know that it is a fine food restaurant. You're keeping asking for French fries. Okay. So I'm not here to blame. I just put it really, how to say that, emphasize it so that you know. It is a two different world. If you want to be par with Kyokushin, BJJ, and even Honga, better get this thing straight or else it's hopeless. Now, talking about breathing. Over here, I said, check their breathing. And then over here, as I say that all the breathing is in this book. A proper questions for me is, Hendrik, when you say you talk about breathing in this YouTube, you know, like people in this comment want to ask me questions, a proper way of asking is, Hendrik, when you talk about breathing in this particular video, what exactly you are talking about? There's a proper question instead of jumping into this authentic 101 basic training wind breathing. How the hell I know what you're talking about? And then you say this channel, I have over 2,000 something YouTube. So which YouTube you are talking about? Okay, your YouTube are slagging. It's nonsense. Okay. So that's why I said it doesn't even have the the proper training as like a dojo gun. We will observe the rule of courtesy, respect our superior, and refrain from violence. Not just be able to argue, be able to whatever, okay? And as we say here, we will pursue the true meaning of martial way so that in time our sensei may be alert. So you are not serious. You're thinking everything is like all fast food and give me, give me, give me, and you don't even know what you want or what you're talking about. Now let's go into the serious breathing content. Okay. So the attitude, the quality of us when we learn something that need to change. You cannot have this type of thing. You cannot have this type of Wing Chun and this kind of fast food. That's why, as in this YouTube, that's why it's a disaster for Wing Chun today. It's a waste of time. When you compare with the real martial art like a Kyokushin or BJJ or Honga, it's wasting of time. Now, breathing, I have shared in this book. The reason I share in this book is there are so many things inside there in details. And the first thing is you need to know that there are 3 types of training in Wing Chun. The Qi nourishing training come with its own type of breathing. The fitness training come with its own type of breathing. And the strengthening training come with a different type of training. So if you ask the questions, the guy who do this, tell me what type of training is that? What type of training is that? What type of training it belongs to? Well, if it is a fitness training, you need to be able to get result for it. If it's a strengthening training, you need to have result for it. If it's a Qi neurosing training, you need to get the result for it. For the fitness training for here, you got to have the impulse momentum handling, force flow handling. For this one, for the Qi neurosing training, you need to have the result of sinking Qi and deep deep recovery. And if you have a strengthened training, you have to develop the impulse momentum handling. So tell me, what is this? What is this? Really, if you want to look into using the fine foot way, the real martial art way, like Kyokushin, BJJ, and Honga, this is called waving your hand. It got nothing to do with this 3 type of training. You might think, well, Hendrik trashed the entire Wing Chun. Yes. I open up this thing for you. You need to think, but I'm not trashing it. Because it's a disaster for Wing Chun that people need to know. Now, if you look at the training, the breathing come with the training. He said, Qi neurosync training belongs to the rest type recovery type training. This type of training use subtle breathing. Fitness training is aerobic training. This type of training uses common breathing. Strengthening training belongs to lactate threshold and anaerobic training. This type of training using wind breathing. So once you know this, ask your questions. Now, if you look at the Kyokushin's Ibuki, with the breathing and all this, you know right away, it belongs to the windy breathing. It belongs to the strength training. You look into the Honga, the iron wire set. You can go YouTube and listen to how they breathe and how their body. There is like Kyokushin's Ibuki. It belongs to the strengthening training. Okay. So what is this? What is this monkey business? This called acting, dance. Okay. Because how can you handle this kind of thing? How can you handle or facing all those people who have the strengthening training? Look at the body. This is, you say, oh yeah, this is karate. Look at the body, the muscular handling for the strengthening training, entire body, from hip to the entire body, with the breathing and the muscular and the entire body activation. Look at this thing, the same thing. Look at the muscle, the entire body activations. Well, that's called strengthening training. There's this training. Now look at this. What is this? Besides moving hand, moving around hand, the leg is there. What is it? The leg practically, the lower part body and the upper part body practically break into two. So how is this breathe? First, you want to ask, which type? Which type? Which type are you training? Is it a fitness training? No. The upper and lower body is breaking apart. Is it a chi neurosing training? No. The upper body and lower body is breaking apart. Is it a strengthening training? No. Because the body is breaking apart. Just look at even Honga. Isn't the body, like this is clamping there too? But the body and the leg is one piece. Well, don't tell me you have a Wing Chun, have E.G. Kam Yong Ma. Well, look at how the stand change and everything. Well, I mean, so what is this? So that's how bad it is. Okay. Well, you say like pigeon toe stance. You look at pigeon toe stance too, right? They change the entire thing for their training and their their breathing. And so come with this. Like people asking about windy breath training. One basic training in wind breath. That's why in my other YouTube, if people watch it clearly, or that's why I said, or just get the book if there's so many details there. Just read this. Therefore, only when one understands the three types of breathing can the phrase training breath insight be meaningful. This is called internally training the breath. You need to understand the three types of breathing and three types of training. The training sequence of Wing Chun 1850 is Chi neurosing training, fitness training, and strengthening training. Strengthening training can only be done after the first two types of training and with correct breathing. Bypassing the first two types of training and engaging in strengthening training can be detrimental to person's health. So if people pay attention to watching my YouTube channel, okay, your YouTube channel was on topic on my YouTube channel. If anybody have their mind in my YouTube channel, were not asking me these questions. So where do we get authentic 101 basic training in wind breath training? This just tell me they never watch my any YouTube in detail and carefully and digest what I'm saying. Never watch this YouTube, pay attention to it. And these have the whole mind of the fast food and go jump gun on things. So that's called a waste of time. Okay? When I wrote this book, I intended to put the only book in the world today on Chinese Kung Fu to seriously showing what is the basic and it mapped into the scientific way. That's why this is in the really basic training that you need to have your body and your lower abs breathing in your what? In your Qi neurosync training, the Xing Qi 2.C state. That's what it is. And this is a mistraining, wrong. And you need to know your physiology, your pelvic floor muscle, your diaphragm. This is called the natural breathing. This is a reverse breathing, and your intra-abdominal pressure, and this is your the mistake training. So if you know this, it's simple. You go to like a Kyokushin. You look at how they train. You can analyze them. You can analyze, oh, this is a wind breathing. This is how they handle their intra-abdominal pressure, how they handle their pelvic floor muscle and their diaphragm. Just look at this. Same thing here. See how it is contracting? So all this already make clear, make scientific, make everything is really clear there. But if people don't have this mindset of a fine food dining, have no idea on this, but the brain, the mindset is always only on this, it's called hopeless. You can have my books, okay, or watching all this YouTube channel for 2000 YouTube or whatever, you will know nothing. Because the Chinese is not selling fast food. It is the cultural salesman. You want Bruce Lee burger? I sell you Bruce Lee burger. And then Bruce Lee burger come with this French fries and come with this high sugar drink so that you can get high after you drink it. The 1850s Wing Chun or the Kyokushin or the BJJ or the Honga, the proper one, all is not that. It's like the Mediterranean fine food. It's olive oil, it's salmon. You don't eat those deep fried stuff. You don't eat high sugar to get high, but you don't know what it is there. So when I wrote that book, And I present it in over here, telling people, just go watch my YouTube. It's in there. There are a lot of things there. Instead of just, oh, wind breath. What is wind breath? Or what is 101 basic? How many years I spent in this channel talking about the 2C state? Go checking out the natural lower abdomen breathing, the natural resonance lower abdomen breathing. Isn't that the authentic 101 basic training for the wind breathing? If you don't have that, how the hell are you going to train wind breathing? Isn't this say that the training sequence is chi nourishing training, the 2C state, which is if you jump over, bypassing all this, you're going to get screwed. So how do you train wind breath? So that just show me it is non-attentive, a mindset of heaven know what it is. So you want to talk about Wing Chun par with other martial arts? This is the reality. For past 130 years, as I show you just now in Kyokushin, is that Ibuki or Nogari? You go to around the world, everybody tell you in details. Be it in the yellow belt or black belt, Naidan, they will tell you the same thing. Today, you go to all the grandmaster talk about Wing Chun breathing. Well, how do you breathe in your Xiu Lim Tao? Does anybody will be able to tell you, be specific? You go chat GPT, what is Wing Chun breathing? You can have all the words, the nice words, but saying nothing. Yet, if you go to Rickson Gracia on you ask him from breathing, he'll tell you on what is breathing. But you need to spend time, blood and sweat and hard work with him to learn that. Same within karate, in Kyokushin, same within the Honga. Is it easy to practice the iron wire sets? So this is what I like to share with you. Okay, it is a serious stuff. Unless the mindset is proper, be able to digesting, be able to looking into the details, be able to look into the sequence and everything. There's nothing there. It's just acting. Fast food. You don't even know what you're eating. And when you ask questions, you're asking really silly questions because you don't know what you're eating. So am I insult you? I put you down? No, I'm not. I just tell you that if you don't brew it properly, what do you do? Earlier, when I get this type of answer and this kind of alibi or reasoning, I get pissed too. But right now, I said I cannot get pissed. Why? You look at the Wing Chun, it's all educate that way, fast food way. It is not them who is wrong. It is the education is completely bankrupt. So the only way is not to attack the person, but to attack the education system. Hopefully, it's completely trash the snake oil Wing Chun teaching educations, or else it's called hopeless. So this is what I like to share with you. For me, it doesn't matter. But for you, how many years have you spent in your fast food? What do you get out from it?